We now have a compilation of the recordings from the 5 volunteers. We gave them cameras and voice recorders, and they portrayed themselves and told us their opinions about male orgasms.
Let's roll it.
Orgasm is not a measure of worthiness. If someone has sex just to ejaculate, his attitude is pretty retarded.
One can still be a winner, though externally not stand out from the mass.
The importance of foreplay should never be underestimated. Everything must start from there.
It's good to signal by dressing up that you are like-minded and belong together.
Aiming or waiting for an orgasm only spoils the enjoyment of sex, and this is the truth for both sexes.
Sometimes I force myself to think stuff so I wouldn't come too fast, and sometimes I think stuff to, make myself come faster.
Yes, it was Fellini-like.
Something is missing here. Sex.
Maybe we should, just in case. Contact Dr. Zukovsky.
I am Dr. Zukovsky, and I know all
Wild.
the important
This man
things
is like
about
Tarzan.
sex. In other words,
Zukovsky is at the same time a romantic and poetic soul and a masculine alpha male.
Well, orgasm, or ejaculation, is the indescribable feeling of pleasure which follows sexual contact with another person or masturbation. Some get an unstoppable orgasm at once and easily. Some never will. Some don't get an orgasm during intercourse, but do by pleasuring themselves. Or vice versa. Some people come quickly, while others require more time. This time, I'll focus on the male orgasm, and mainly on its biological side. You see, for men, ejaculation is not exactly the same thing as an orgasm, even though, for the most part, they occur at the same time. Ejaculation has 2 phases.
There is always a need for ejaculations.
First, developed semen starts to move and remains in the rear part of the urethra. In the actual ejaculation, it is discharged in spurts out of the urethra. This can also take place without orgasm, or to say, without the actual feeling. The biological purpose of ejaculation is to shoot the sperm to travel to the woman's ovum for fertilizing. A man can also get so-called dry orgasms. In this case, ejaculation reaction happens without semen, especially if a man has ejaculated recently and new semen has not had time to be completed. In this case, by waiting for some time in peace and quiet, man can possibly start making love again.
There's always a need for multiple copulations.
Orgasm without feeling is not the same as an orgasm between 2 people who love each other. Remember that everyone has the opportunity to orgasm, and it is something worth waiting for. You should also keep in mind the fact that man's most important sex organ is located here. And in the end, each of us is responsible for our own orgasms.
So wonderful, yet so unreachable.
Aha! My assistant Wolf Larson is ready for our next extraordinary sexual experiment. He is about to test manually this new hands-free device that is able to store a man's orgasm. This separator aims to clearly distinguish man's orgasm and ejaculation. In addition, the EEG will interpret visual discharges in the brain. During the process, our electrochemical microscope intricately scans Larson's erogenous zones and sexual organs. So, even the tiniest reflex will not be unnoticed. The result is stored in a memory chip, from which we can interpret the masculine orgasm. Hold on a second. The machine gives the result immediately. According to this, Larson's ejaculation was, like the Big Bang of the universe, an eruption opening all physical shackles, and his semen reflected his life experiences in a series of images. It is through semen, by the way, that his genetic heritage is carried forward. But at the time of the orgasm, his brainwaves were A single pulse. What's this? Nothing else happened in Larson's brain. Good Lord, is this true? Does this mean that a man really only thinks with his penis?
It means that the moron over there switched the wires the wrong way.